And we're back! Welcome back to the Season of Pain. Long overdue. It's been like half a year since the previous episode. The main reason for that is, of course, that x86 Grand Prix 2 came out, and I wanted to migrate this series into x86GP2 because it's pretty cool, and I waited for the modding to come available. And now it has been available for quite some time, but there were some features I was still waiting for. But now I think we have everything in x86GP2 to make this work. The Season of Pain with Coloni and Ricard certainly makes things somewhat easier now that I can actually just load my car set. This is the pre-qualifying car set for the 1990 season, which we will be participating in. We will load it, and now, as you can see, there are only the teams that participate into the pre-qualifying, including Ricard, obviously. I also got rid of the ghost cars that were kind of pain in the ass before, so now we get a nice, good, clean track in qualifying. We can also change the player grip in-game now, so we don't need to use GP2 edit. This is the player grip, this is the human grip. They are somewhat different. The player grip doesn't affect fast corners as much, but in the slow corners it makes the car very unstable if you reduce the grip, which is actually increasing this number. Decreasing means an increased grip. Human grip is kind of different. It's more balanced, but I'm using player grip because that's what I used previously in this season, and it makes also the car harder to drive, which is kind of nice when we're driving this very, very bad Coloni of 1990. You can also now set the player horsepower team dependent in game, so no need to do that in GP2 edit anymore. And this is the TAD file, or TAD file, that we can use to edit the team preferences. And if we find our team Coloni Subaru here, as you can see, power settings of the car, team weight, this is the newest addition. You can adjust the team weight and failure probability. Whenever we run our Coloni development program, we can edit these values here, so we get those into the game. And let's jump into the legendary Coloni development program. If you're new to this channel, these guys here are our channel members who sponsor the Coloni Subaru for the 1990 season. And whenever we click their icons, we get a development number here, and which is actually now counted here. So these are the old values, and we get the new values here, so we can actually see the progress that we make during our development session. But yeah, the car currently, obviously, Coloni Ford, desperately uncompetitive, but it's getting better thanks to our sponsors. So if you want to join these happy fellows, you can join the channel and support the channel at the same time. Also, all the sponsors get their stickers to the car. So yeah, well, it's kind of low resolution, but they're all there and there's still room. So welcome new members. Anyway, let's kick off the Coloni development program for the French Grand Prix of 1990 at Paul Ricard. First up, it's Minardi Sim Sports. We'll click him and we get -4 kilograms of weight reduction. So that is awesome news. We get a lighter car. Next up, Hatcher, the creator of x86GP2 mods. Oh, -6 units of grip. Sorry, Hatcher, bad luck. That time the development goes wrong. There is a chance that the development fails and it actually makes the car worse, because, you know, it's Coloni. We have like 2 engineers working for the car. Gen B, again, it goes wrong. -2 units of grip. Oh, this looks bad. Sporadically sane, 2 kilograms of weight reduction, so that's good news. There's no chance that the weight reductions goes wrong because they actually have a scale in the team. Volcom 87, -1 grip. Things are not looking up for the grip. That's surprisingly bad. Rocking Parrot. Okay, from him we get 5 units of grip, so that's positive. DB. Oh no, this is bad news. -10 horsepower. Oh man, that's terrible because our engine is very bad and there are long straights at Paul Ricard, so we desperately need more power. C64 Customs gives us 8 units of grip. Great news. How about Daryl Lewis? What does he do? 3 units of grip. Awesome. Marco from Monza, IK's Racing. Oh god, -10 units of grip. How come this is going so badly? We get very poor numbers here. Alex Merkovich, actually there's typo. Okay, now Alex Merkovich, sorry you have had a typo in your name, I just fixed it. We get 2 units of grip from Alex, thank you. How about KTP? 4 units of grip. Thank you, KTP. How about Josh S? Oh, -7 units of grip. Bad luck. Zach Riker, also a YouTuber. -4 units of grip. Oh, damn it. Scalded Dog Games. From him we get 5 kilos of weight reduction. Thank you. Alan Mack, 2 units of grip. How about SP Soras? 10 units of grip. That's awesome, but I would like to get some more power. Jones, 8 horsepower. That is awesome. We get some of the horsepower back that we lost. Serja 91, sorry I can't pronounce this one, but we get 8. I think we got 8 units of horsepower from him. Let's check it out. Yeah, we have now more horsepower than from we started from. A new sponsor, Georgie Trueblood. 2 units of grip. And last but not least, Paulo Montero. For -4 units of grip. So that was the development session. Let's see the results. Engine, we get 6 more horsepower. So that is positive. That is definitely positive. No, not huge, but it is development. So go Subaru. Well done. Grip, we get 2 units of grip. So obviously this number has reduced, so the lower the number, the better the grip. So that is actually progress. The biggest progress was with weight, so we managed to lose 11 kilos of the weight of the car, so that should be quite significant. We'll see what that does for us in Paul Ricard. However, I have to point out that these values, if you watch the previous race, or pre-qualifying in Mexico, you might have noticed that these values are different. The starting values are different than what they were in the previous race, because I had to readjust them because x86GP2 is so much easier to drive than the vanilla Grand Prix 2 that I was way too competitive in x86GP2. So that's why I changed these values, so now the performance actually matches the performance that was in the previous race. But obviously now we have these new performance numbers, so let's put those into the game and start the pre-qualifying session in the French Grand Prix of 1990. Alright, and here we are in the TAD file. This is our Coloni Subaru, so we now have 6 more horsepower. The team weight is now 1,276 pounds, and now we only have to load our car set, pre-qualifying car set, and actually also make sure that our grip is correct. So let's go here, and our new grip value was 458, so that's there. So now we should be ready to pre-qualify. And here we are getting ready for the French Grand Prix and the pre-qualifying session, but because it is not 1996, it is 1990, we will load up Paul Ricard's. Weather mode will be realistic random, so that should give us some variation. I'm hoping we won't be getting rain though. So yeah, let's head up to the pits and see what we get. And here we are in the pits, and it is not raining, it's overcast, which is good news in my opinion. I did a couple of laps before the pre-qualifying session just to re-familiarize myself with the track. It's been a long time I've been driving around Paul Ricard, so it's a little bit of a new track for me. Obviously, as you can see, a standard cockpit, there will be standard sounds. Cannot yet edit those in x86 Grand Prix 2, but we'll see what happens with that in the future. I think we're fine with the standard sounds and the cockpit. Haven't really been setting up the car at all, so I think what we're going to do is that we're going to choose a setup that we had in Canada, and we'll see how that works. And then we'll edit that if needed. Fuel. I think we're going to select fuel for 5 laps. And I'm using a stick shifter, but in sequential mode. I'm not using the manual transmission because that currently has some problems in the current version of x86 Grand Prix 2. Plus, it really makes a difference in performance as well. So I'm not ready to get more handicap when it comes to the performance against the AI. I think we have plenty of that. Let's head out to the track and see what we can do. Come on, Colony Subaru. I'm not very optimistic about this pre-qualifying session. We didn't make a lot of progress in our development program. I was not paying attention. Instantly went off. And I don't know if this track suits this car very well. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. One thing's for sure, the sixth gear is way too short at the moment. We need to address that. Alright, here we go, the first flying lap of this pre-qualifying session. Can Friedrich Bang finally do it? Can he pre-qualify? Let's concentrate. Using all of the track plus some more. Yeah, I gotta fix that 6th gear. We're losing time. Can't really afford that. Oh, that was not good. One 17.7. Messed up the first turn. Now I messed up with the gears. So I think this lap is not going to be an improvement. Yeah, we're 1 second behind our time. Let's take it as a learning experience. There are a couple of turns where I know where I can find a lot of time. Gained a 10th. Not really enough. There was a faster car coming behind us, but he spun. I was hoping to get some slipstream from him, but that was denied. Oops. A little bit wide. Nobody saw that. We're a little bit ahead of our time. And I messed up with the gears again. It's been a while since I've been using like sequential shifter with my stick shifter, so I get it wrong sometimes. I don't think there's a point to finish this lap. It's not going to be an improvement, and we need to adjust some of the settings. The setup of the car, because currently it doesn't quite work out. Here we go. Let's go into the pits. We are currently maybe 4 seconds off the pace where we should be if we want to pre-qualify. So that's not encouraging. Oh god. Let's see, car setup. What I would do, I'd probably just add a little bit of downforce to get more speed in the turns. That way we don't need to touch the gears. I would also like to reduce the ride height. I don't know if I went too far now, but I'm sure we'll soon find out. Okay. Time for another try. Let's actually go with only 3 laps worth of fuel, because we have a limited amount of laps left. So let's try to find 4 seconds. Alright, here we go. Getting ready for a new flying lap. Let's try to get everything out of this piece of junk car. That felt a little bit slow. Come on, speed, power. We are behind. Awesome. Oh, messed up the line into there. Okay, now this was not a good lap, but now let's try to get some slipstream from a faster car. Maybe that'll help us a little bit. Thanks for the slipstream and braking help as well. And sorry. We actually have lap for only one, fuel for only one lap. So we need to actually pit after this. That's too bad. Well, we're not improving. See what we can do with the car setup. I think we can still like add one click of gear. Maybe, I don't know. This is starting to get very difficult to drive if we do that, but we have to take some risks. Let's lower the ride height from the back to compensate. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't look too good. We are currently 7th. Once again, the only drivers we have managed to beat are the live cars. So the progress is not very fast. But I have to also remember this is a new track for me. Kinda. So, yeah. 4 laps worth of fuel. This will be our final run in the pre-qualifying session. Okay, another try. We only have a handful of tries left, so let's try to make it count. That felt alright, but I don't know if it was. Car is bottoming out quite heavily. We're a couple of tenths ahead of our previous fastest lap. Oh, missed the apex. (15, 16, 16.9, so that was an improvement, but not nearly enough. I'm really trying to push here, but it's just like the car, it's just not fast enough. We're behind. The blank will be dead pretty soon. That felt a little bit better, maybe. It's been better. 15, 16.0, still P8. And this will be our final try. Ah, and there we go. I tried everything, boys. I tried everything. But I just... no. I think with some additional practice I could maybe shave a second of the time, and if I could like set up the car properly and have some decent practice time. But as you can see, at this current state, we're not even close. The development session this time, it did improve the car. It like we lowered the weight. We got a bit more power, a bit more grip, but not enough. We are on P8. We did defeat the live cars, and we were like only 7/10 behind Claudio Langes, Yannick Delmas half a second faster, and Stefan Johansson 113.2. So let's fast forward to the end and see the pre-qualifying results. So here we are, French Grand Prix unfortunately over for Friedrich Bang, but we were only 3 seconds behind Stefan Johansson. So if you compared that to the beginning of the season, we have moved forwards, but we will keep on pushing, we will keep on fighting, and we will keep on developing the car, and I'm sure that there will be a race this season of pain, when Friedrich Bang will make his Grand Prix debut. And as I said, if you wanna help, you can join the channel, link is in the description, sponsor the car, help the developments, and get your sticker on the car as well. And after the pre-qualifying and the both qualifying sessions, this is the grid. Unsurprisingly, Senna and Berger at the front, Prost, Mansell, Patrese, Boutsen, Alesi, Nannini, Piquet, Martini, the top 10. And in the race, it is actually raining, so this is going to be interesting. Obviously, should be good for Ayrton Senna, the OG Rainmaster. Here's the start of the race. Obviously, we're not going to watch the entire race, but we check out the start. Senna gets a very, very poor start. Berger second. Mansell actually gets passed by Berger and is currently second. Boutsen and Alain Prost lost some ground at the start. And here we are now at the final lap of the race. It is Berger who has taken the lead and is going to win the French Grand Prix if nothing bad happens. Then next up it is Ayrton Senna, who is second. He's more than a half a minute behind Berger, so I don't know if something happened to the race. Then it's Boutsen, Nannini, Patrese and Piquet who are on points. Terrible race for Ferrari because Mansell is currently outside points and Prost apparently has retired altogether. And this is the fight for the last points-paying position between Mansell and Nelson Piquet. Mansell is going for the overtake. And he takes the 6th position, so there might be a point coming to Ferrari after all. Unless if, well, Piquet is fighting back. Not are able to go around the outside to there. And now there's a lapped car in the mix, so that makes sure that Mansell gets the point. Berger wins, Senna second, Boutsen, Nannini, Patrese, Mansell, the drivers on points today. And here we have the championship table. Ayrton Senna still in the lead, but Berger with a few consecutive wins is now at 40 points, so he is the closest thread to Ayrton Senna. Then it's Thierry Boutsen, Prost, Mansell, Piquet, Patrese, and most notably Alain Prost having a not so great season with only 16 points. So yes, that was the French Grand Prix of the season of pain. I will see you again in the next race. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.